Have you ever looked around a totally messy bedroom, heard footsteps coming down the hall, and decided to just shove all your toys right under the bed so you wouldn't have to put them away? Exact same trick. But they weren't trying to hide a messy room from a parent. They were trying to hide their behavior from God. Just like a parent usually knows exactly what is hiding under your bed, sweeping a mess out of sight doesn't mean it's gone. God sees the absolute truth of what is going on. This story happens in the book of Jeremiah. At the time, the people in Jerusalem worshipped at a massive building called the Temple. Looking at this wide aerial view of the Temple Mount area today, you can imagine how important this grand space was to everyone back then. God sent a man named Jeremiah to be a prophet. His job was simple: stand right at the front gates of that giant temple and deliver an urgent message to everyone walking inside. Think of a prophet as a living warning sign. Imagine riding a bike toward a broken bridge. A prophet is the person waving a bright red flag in the middle of the road, shouting to stop before you crash. God sent Jeremiah to wave that warning flag at the temple gates because he loved a people too much to let them pedal straight into disaster. Every week, the people would walk through those temple gates chanting, "This is the temple of the Lord." They believed just being inside this special building made them safe and perfect. But the rest of the week, they acted like playground pretenders. They were like kids who act like perfect angels while the teacher is watching, but become bullies the second they're at recess. Outside the temple walls, these people were being incredibly mean to the poor, orphans, and widows. They were also breaking another major rule. Instead of trusting the real God, they were bowing down to fake, carved statues. If you look at these ancient figures, you can see the kind of physical idols they were making and worshiping in secret. God wasn't fooled by their temple chant. Visiting a special building on the weekend doesn't erase the harmful things people choose to do to others during the week. God gave Jeremiah a message for the crowd: do not trust in deceptive words. He wanted them to stop checking off religious boxes and start changing their actions to treat each other with kindness. There was also a warning. God told them that if they kept heading down this selfish path, their beautiful city would be destroyed. You can see it in these barren stone foundations. This broken ruin was exactly the consequence God was trying to help them avoid. Delivering this message didn't make Jeremiah angry. It made him cry. His heart was broken for his neighbors because they were stubborn and refused to turn their lives around. Jeremiah mentions a balm in Gilead. Looking at this peaceful landscape by the river, we are seeing the region of Gilead, a place famous for a special healing medicine. God was offering them medicine to heal their bad choices, but they refused to take it. God doesn't send warnings because he is a mean bully. He sends them because he is a loving parent who wants to heal his children before they get hurt. Going to church, singing songs, and praying are all wonderful things to do, but they are only part of the story. The good words we say and sing on a Sunday only really start to matter when they match the way we treat people on a Tuesday. God doesn't want us to be two-faced. We can't act holy in a church building and then go act like bullies to our family at home or other kids at school. True worship isn't an activity that stays trapped inside a building. It is proven by how we choose to love, help, and treat others every single day of the week. God isn't asking you to be perfectly clean all the time. He already knows that everyone makes mistakes and makes messes. He is looking for honesty. He wants us to stop hiding our messes under the bed and pretending we have everything totally figured out. Instead of hiding, you can bring your mistakes directly to God and ask him to help you clean them up. He loves you too much to leave you living in a mess. This week, try to find one specific way you can make your actions outside match the good words you say inside. Real love for God means being honest about our messes. When we are, he can heal our hearts and help us truly love the people around us.